everybody, welcome back to the 90th minute. We are your hosts. We got Greg, Lucas, Woz, myself, Liam this evening. Rasta might join later on. We'll see what happens. If you are new to the channel, please make sure you are subscribed on YouTube. Hit like on this video and comment down below. Get involved with today's episode. We want to hear from you guys. We want to hear your questions. We want to hear your thoughts. Get involved with the channel and get involved with the episode. Before we get into the football, Wazzy, take it away.
Of course, if you are maybe new to the podcast and if you are a current listener, we are sponsored by the lovely people at Manscaped. I have the whole bag here. I got everything here. So just before we get into, the amazing product that is Manscaped, use code 90th at checkout, 20% off, free shipping. It's awesome. It's a great deal. Plus, Black Friday and Cyber Monday are coming up. So there's going to be some awesome deals at Manscaped. Of course, the Lawnmower 3.0. I used this a couple of weeks ago on my balls. And oh my goodness, it was I didn't nick my balls. It was legendary. And sometimes when I am doing my business, cutting it down, you probably don't need to know I do this. But it's important that you have it clean, even before a match, before, the bedroom match. It's good to have. And it has a nice light.
Woz, I got a question before you keep going. I got a question, Woz.
Yes, sir.
Do you last longer on the pitch or on the bed?
If I'm being brutally honest, God, it's been a while.
Keep going, Woz. Keep going.
Depends on the season. If it's indoor, if it's indoor season, I'd probably last longer in the bedroom. Ask Greg. I play for Greg's team. I don't have so, Greg can, comment on that. But yes, of course, remember, use code 90th for 20%
give a
off.
Testament. The ball deodorant and the spray, fantastic. I loved them. I love the Razor 2 3.0. It's great. Ceramic blades. You will not cut yourself. It is guaranteed.
That's the thing. You're not going to have blood down there. You'll be fine. You're not going to have any issues. As it says on the tutorial, actually, slow and steady wins the race. So when you're using this down there, take it slow. But it also works on your face, your back, your chest, whatever you need to shave. Armpits, do what you need to do. Keep yourself clean, of course. And like I said, code 90th at checkout, 20% off, free shipping. And remember, Cyber Monday, Black Friday is on the way. You can get some good deals with Manscaped. Yeah,
Christmas around the corner. Definitely take a look at that.
Yeah, good.
Let's get into the football. Let's get into, I believe, the Premier League first off. Lucas wants to gloat first off, so go ahead.
Oh, we're talking about Liverpool first?
Of course.
Well, you were so adamant about this.
Well, I thought we were going to talk about Arsenal first, but I'm okay with that.
We're going to
Fuck off.
Liverpool, Leicester CIty.
Man, Greg, this was a great match from Liverpool, I would say, right?
Yeah. It was
good.
Of
course.
It actually was, though.
Despite all the injuries they were getting, despite all the criticisms they were getting, how are they going to play without a backline? The backline today looked pretty good, and the team in general.
It actually looked all right. It actually looked okay.
They played like they had new energy. It was fantastic. They were first to the ball. They were faster than Leicester. They were more decisive than Leicester, and just great performances all over the pitch. Naby Keita was able to play like himself. Curtis Jones, I was happy to see him play. Back line, James Milner, James, what a performance!
Not only is he a left back, he's a right back.
And best of all, Bobby Firmino scores.
Yeah.
I wanted to actually make a comment on that. So when Bobby Firmino did score a goal, Lucas celebrated in our group chat with. I believe his names were Firmino bitches, I believe is what Lucas said. And I wanted to respond with, Lucas, you shouldn't be celebrating when your center forward scores a single goal.
Well, I was celebrating because all the criticism, in my opinion, sometimes...
I guess
it's one goal. He's a center forward,
especially
if
for me.
If Fabinho came out and had a hat trick performance, celebrate. He's not a goal scorer, 100%. But
come on, man. Look,
it's Bobby Firmino. He should be scoring more than a goal.
No offense to Bobby Firmino. He's basically doing what Johnny Evans did for the first goal, just heading the ball into the net.
What a finish there by big old Johnny Evans.
Honestly, it reminds me of a good old Harry Maguire header. So it's just a nice bullet, although into the wrong net. Yeah.
No, honestly, all jokes aside, it was a very good performance from Liverpool. They looked miles ahead of Leicester in terms of quality, in terms of chances created. And like I said, all those injuries, all the potential issues that could have been happening at Liverpool this week, they came out, they looked really good, they had good energy, like you said. Jota seems to be a fantastic piece of business for you guys this season. He's come in, he's almost nailed down a starting position, I'd say. He's just been on fire so far. Yeah. Firmino does get that goal, which is good. The back line was really solid, really, really capable. Let's talk a little bit about the injuries, because you got another injury today.
Yeah, Naby playing well, and then unfortunately a hamstring injury. I'm going to assume like most hamstring injuries, he's going to be out for like 2 weeks or something, which sucks, especially with a lot of matches coming up. And geez, these injuries are just coming up just from left, right, center, everywhere. Klopp had a huge rant after the match. It actually wasn't shown on a lot of people's televisions, but I think in Norway it showed the rant, and he was literally just saying, like, yelling at TV companies, like, and stuff like that.
I love how this showed in Norway of all places.
Well, it was recorded by Sky Sports, but they didn't show it on Sky because Klopp was talking crap about Sky Sports.
Lucas, do you think this was Liverpool's best performance in a good bit now this season?
Yes, I think this was probably, other than Atalanta was a really good performance, to be fair, but Atalanta kind of played into our hands. Leicester,
I meant more in the Prem.
In the Prem, yeah, because Leicester, they tried to defend well. They played at 5 in the back, or 3-5 or 3-5, whatever the formation.
Backs, yeah.
And Liverpool were able to find whatever small weakness they had, and whether that was just due to lack of concentration, like Johnny Evans' goal, or just a fantastic cross from Robertson into empty space. I think
that cross from Robertson was a fantastic ball in for the goal.
He was my man of the match for the game.
Yeah. Now, I this might sound like a bit of a ridiculous question, because I know the answer to this one, but Liverpool, after that performance, they are now second. They're only tied. They're tied with Spurs, top of the table. Are they top of the potential title winner list, you want to say?
Liverpool?
Yeah. Are they favorites to win this league again?
I mean, weren't they favorites from the beginning?
I'd say they were.
A lot of people had City. A lot of people, as of like even a couple days ago, had Spurs. You know, they had written Liverpool off because of the injuries. They
I feel like no matter what, everyone's gonna somewhat doubt Liverpool when it comes to the title, even though they just won the title.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people are still having them as favorites, despite the injuries.
Right now, it's obviously it's not easy with all the injuries they're getting. It's but I still can see Liverpool still finishing in the top 4. I mean, it's kind of proving how well Klopp gets the best of all his players, even though when he has to call upon, reserve players, bench players. It's just fantastic to see how well that team performs as a unit. They know when to step up, and they've been doing that. You can tell they're a title-winning team. They're not a bubble team of some sort, I guess you can say, maybe.
Yeah. These players are getting opportunities to play. And, honestly, a perfect example is Naby Keita. He really hasn't played all that much since he's come to Liverpool.
And honestly, I mean, if I'm a Liverpool supporter, I wouldn't be super concerned unless I'm playing a top 6 side, because next game we're taking on Brighton. So that should be 3 points.
You never know. You never know.
I mean,
it's the Prem.
I guess true. So I guess, do you want to move on to Brighton Aston Villa, which was kind of a controversial match?
Let's move that to later, because that was the Saturday matches. I think we should focus on the Sunday ones.
Let's finish Sunday matches. Let's finish those off quickly. Where are you wanting to go, Lucas?
I think Arsenal Leeds United is a perfect segue.
Jesus Christ.
Can I headbutt someone?
No, you cannot.
Because my name is not Nicolas Pepe.
And he gets.
I was gonna say.
Nicolas Pepe is just embodying his last name. He wants to be like the Portuguese Pepe and just go nuts.
Yeah, I didn't see too much of it aside from. I saw a little bit of it. It just seemed like a dull affair, and in my opinion, the red card was too soft.
He headbutted him, man.
Barely touched him. Barely touched him.
Headbutt is a headbutt.
Yeah, but was it Zidane, chest-crushing headbutt?
Doesn't matter. You can't lean in with your head.
Oh, come on.
This is coming from me, the guy who wants to see people get crunched on the sidelines.
Yeah, I know, but
There's a time and a place for a tough tackle. Headbutting is not a tackle.
If people are getting red cards for putting a hand to the
Look,
face, you're gonna get a red card for a headbutt.
Okay, fine. In my opinion, I thought it was a little soft, but at the same time, it was kind of silly. It was a lack of discipline from Pepe. He should have never done that. He should have known what he was gonna do. He just cost his team arguably 3 points. They're lucky to come away with the draw.
Arsenal were not going to get 3 points.
I want to talk about that.
No, okay.
Leeds were the much better team the entire game.
Yeah. I was only able to watch about the first 5 minutes of this game before I had to leave for work. But even the first 5 minutes, the Leeds were more confident on the ball. They were moving it quickly going forward. Big old Paddy Bamford on the ball. I love watching him play. He's exciting. Before the game, I said, I think Leeds can win this game because they'll exploit Arsenal's weaknesses, which I think there are many of them.
Yeah, and they did that to great effect, and they were very unlucky not to at least get 3 goals in this game, in my opinion. They hit the woodwork 3 times. Yeah. Leno made an incredible save on 1 or 2 occasions. They hit the side netting a few times. Many times the players kind of didn't hit the shot well, maybe because of the playing surface, but like Klick had a few chances where he shot it over. Bamford had one where Leno made a save. Like, Leeds on the wings are just hard to beat. And when they bring on Rodrigo and he's able to just take a shot from outside the box and hit the woodwork, you're like, these are great options they have, and they're playing well with this system. Greg, what was your reactions to how Leeds played?
They played really good. They play really quick. Don't let Arsenal do anything. And this is before the red card anyways. Once the red card happened, Arsenal just sat in, got the point they needed. They'll be happy with it because they did not show up.
Greg, does it hurt that this is also a recently promoted team?
I mean, I kind of figured Leeds would come out strong. They're not afraid.
They're just miles ahead of you.
Oh, that's obvious, but
the Leeds should have been in the Prem years ago, honestly, because they just blew it at the end. They were miles ahead of the other championship teams, and they just blow it at the end past few seasons.
I was gonna say Arsenal supporters are lucky there wasn't another Patrick Bamford masterclass. So
Arsenal had 2 shots on net the entire game. Their first shot on net came in the 60th minute from Aubameyang. That's not good enough.
That was his first shot.
I know.
That was his first shot on target since I think October 4th.
I don't know what's going on with Aubameyang. He's not working. All that summer.
I don't think he doesn't have a team around him.
Arteta's system is not working right now. I think he needs to take criticism right now because the team is literally playing 100%. Very defensively, and it's not exciting to watch this team right now. And you have Willian on the pitch, going to Dubai last week for some God knows what reason, and he's going onto the pitch subbed off at halftime. Pepe, who he gets his chance to potentially shine, poor defensively, and then looks like a fool getting that red card. The only players that really looked good in this match was your boy Tierney. Saku came off the bench. Unfortunately, he got injured.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah, and it's.
Did you see Kieran Tierney after the game?
Yeah, I don't know what was going on.
He tried to fight the guy that got Pepe his red card because Tierney thought the guy kind of embellished when he got the headbutt, which he did. He did. But Tierney wanted to fight him afterwards.
Yeah, I think a lot of Arsenal supporters agree the only life in that midfield is probably Thomas Partey.
I'm sure Thomas Partey is going, why the hell did I come to this club?
Yeah, but the thing is, what? Right now. Aubameyang's not really, selling his case well here with the way he's performing. And imagine if he did leave Arsenal, and he went to Barcelona, and he wasn't performing. The man just. We were saying here's the thing. Last year we were saying how Aubameyang's probably the best striker in the Premier League, best forward, and now.
Yeah.
I still
think talent-wise he's right up there, but right now it's just not working for him.
Now
we've seen goal scorers go through droughts like this.
Yeah, no.
I just personally don't think Arsenal have the quality needed to get him the ball when he needs it. Is how I see it. But Arsenal did have one chance late in the game. I Was it Saka, Lucas? Before
Saka
he got
had a
injured?
good one. Yeah, Saka went around the keeper, but Meslier, he made a
he
great
a
save. And then, Bombing had the other chance, which was on target. But, really poor from Arsenal. But, again, we can't take anything from Leeds. They definitely deserved a win there. Unfortunately, they didn't get it. But
They did, yeah.
it's a 0-0 at the end of the day. So, let's move on. Just get over the other Sunday matches. Greg, I heard you had a fun time today.
Gregory.
Can someone explain to me what the hell happened? Because I didn't miss this calamity.
Fulham.
Well,
Fulham.
I mean, it was a 3-2 game.
It wasn't, though. It ended 3-2, but it should not have been 3-2. I'm your friend, Gregory, and I mean this in all kindness and love and respect. Your team is the worst team in the Premier League.
Wow.
You are. I sat through 90 minutes of hell and agony watching West Brom versus Manchester United, which was a crap 90 minutes. But let me tell you, that West Bromwich team is a better team than Fulham.
I mean, we beat them 2-0
That's
comfortably.
cute. They're a better team. They are.
I disagree with that.
They
So,
are.
I'll talk.
They're both shite. They're both
I
atrocious
mean, I would
and shite.
I would argue Fulham actually try to play football compared to what Arsenal are doing right now, where they're being very defensive, or like Burnley.
I mean, I
I would
don't think
argue that.
Arsenal's like
You-
the worst team in the Premier League.
Yeah, you said Arsenal.
Yeah, I know, I am. I do think
Okay.
Fulham actually. Greg, did you see more football from Fulham this weekend or Arsenal?
Oh, 100% full.
I mean, but football doesn't mean points in survival.
Still, I prefer to watch a good performance with the team tries to actually make. Sorry, Waz, you can go ahead. I'm getting on a rant.
I'd like to just point out that Fulham is not the worst team in the league, as they have 4 points and -9 goal differential. Sheffield are in the bottom table, 1 point, -11 goal differential.
I'm aware.
So
but
I think
I just think you're the worst team in the Premier.
Unfortunately, on the
I don't
Manchester
see much
United,
from you guys.
Fulham can't
Okay.
rely on penalties because they can't score them.
Yeah, I'm getting to that.
Can someone explain to me that part? Yes,
So,
please.
well, we conceded 45 seconds into this game. Let's
Yes,
just
you
say
did.
that. It was just, we're
Bad.
doing horrible giveaways. Classic Fulham defense, which is really annoying to see. I was pretty upset at 5 in the morning, I gotta say.
I'm sorry.
But we did come back. We got a goal back, and then we just kind of fell apart again. So we went down 3-1 going into half time, and Everton did not play the second half. They were not
No.
in our box once. Like, we got one goal back, and it's debatable whether the penalty would have made a difference, because we missed the penalty, but we scored like 20 seconds later. So different changes of events, right? Like, it all changes. It all depends. But you could still say if we scored the penalty, it would have been 3-3, is how you could say it. Cavallero went to take it. He slipped, hit the ball with both feet, and went over the net, and it was an indirect free kick. So
He also did it. He tried to
I
no
don't-
look
I
it
don't
as
know.
well.
yeah, it's basically what happened is we got the penalty right after we made our substitutions, right after Mitrovic came on. But the person that went off is Decordova Reed, who I believe would have taken it if he was still on the pitch. And
Fair enough, yeah.
so that didn't happen. What I'm upset about is that Mitrovic is still not just stepping up and slotting one in like the top, like a top goal scorer as he should be. Not in the Prem, but
Or do you see some
No, I
promising
mean,
signs right now?
There's a lot we can.
I mean, Everton is one of the best teams in the league right now. So
They are playing well. I mean, to talk about Everton quickly, I thought James was good yet again. Doucouré looked good in the midfield, and big man Dominic Calvert-Lewin just tapping in goals.
yeah,
He fits that system so well at the moment. I mean, just being a target forward, just in the box, just heading it home, toe poking it home. Lucas, I know you say he misses chances. I get that. Whatever. He's finishing and he's scoring and he's looking good.
yeah.
I mean, hey, he's playing his role to
I don't
great
know.
effect. That's all you can ask for a guy. And he's
Maybe.
One man that you did say is Doucouré. Doucouré he bossed that midfield.
Watford legend right there. Maybe I'm being too harsh on Fulham, but ultimately, I feel dread every time I see them play. I just feel like they're going to concede. It's not going to go well. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too harsh, but I'm not confident.
I think I'm a lot more confident this season than I was 2 years ago. Let's just say.
Fair enough.
Let's quickly move on. West Ham did defeat Sheffield United 1-0. Obviously not good for
Sheffield are bad as well, though.
I mean, Sheffield United not scoring goals. This is not good for them. I don't know what else to say. I didn't get to watch the match, unfortunately, but...
All I know is Aller scored.
Yes.
He scored a great goal. It was a bullet.
Yeah. Maybe I can get him some confidence going, get some goals in.
Yeah.
Let's move to Saturday. Let's move to the 21st. Let's start, please, with Spurs City, because this was a big game. We did a live stream. Make sure you're subscribed to the 90th Minute with notifications on. That way you are aware of when we do our live streams. We're going to try and do them more frequently for both Premier League and Champions League, stuff like that. But let's talk about this game. It does end 2-0 for Tottenham Hotspur. A Mourinho masterclass, some might say.
Yes, during the live stream, Liam had the probably funniest reaction to a goal.
This is fair. Senor Fraudiola.
Obviously, we saw not much from City. Obviously, they did get a shot that was blocked by Jesus, who's in an offside position. They did score a goal from Laporte, which was ruled out due to a handball from Jesus. But other than that, it was very uninspiring from Manchester City.
Yeah.
Well, what does Manchester City do?
Pass.
And they do nothing with it.
And then when they go down behind, they did early, but especially when they went down 2-0, all they did was just cross the ball. And when City do that, though, I find it even worse.
I find with Manchester City, they just try to make the most perfect play possible. They don't take many... It seems like they actually don't take many risks. That's the thing.
No.
I've noticed that. They're just very passive.
Is very, very OCD.
Yeah, I think it was in the Arsenal game where, Jesus, he scored that brilliant goal, but that was one goal, and I mean, that was a perfect example of how Pep wants everything to go so perfectly. Like, everything must go perfect touch, perfect pass, perfect cross, perfect shot.
The thing, I think with this game too, though, is you really got to give it to Mourinho and Spurs for their great defensive play.
I would love to sit here and talk about how shit City were, but I need to talk about how fantastic Tottenham Hotspur were. Their attack right now is on fire. Haaland, Son, and Harry Kane are arguably the most deadly duo in the Premier League at the moment. Defensively, they were solid. Your boy Ndombele was pulling strings out there.
He's starting to perform.
And big Musa Sissoko is always running the show. But special shout out to Serge Aurier, man of the match in my heart. And
honestly, both their fullbacks played great. Reguilon and Serge Aurier had a great game down the wings.
Yeah, and with them having a big match against Chelsea next week. Whew.
Oh, that's gonna be exciting.
It'll see what's going on with how real is this team. I mean, if they can go back-to-back wins over City and then Chelsea, they're for real.
Liam, I think it was you who was saying maybe in the live stream how you mentioned that Spurs, they don't look like typical Spurs. They look like they are the title contenders.
They look like they believe in themselves. They look like they believe that they can actually go out there and get victories over these top sides. I mean, that is Mourinho. That's him installing confidence into the side.
Yeah.
He's got the players that he wants at the moment. There's no real serious injuries going on with his team, so he's lucky in that sense.
It's not like last season.
You watch the documentary. If Mourinho had a full fit squad the entirety of the season, they would have finished top 4 100%. 100%. If they had Haaland, Son, and Harry Kane going perfect, they would have been fine. This season, if they can keep injuries, to a minimum, if they can keep up with this style of play, if they can have Haaland, Son, and Harry Kane continue in good form, Manchester City are title contenders, 100%. Not Manchester City, Tottenham Hotspur are title contenders.
Yeah.
I think you said it pretty well there. And if we move on to
City are shite.
I'm looking for right now Spurs Liverpool game. Not sure when that is, but that'll be crucial.
I think Chew Boy on Twitter, who I follow, he says that we're starting to see Phase 2 Jose, who usually gets the season and the title locked. But that's
Yeah, obviously it doesn't always happen though, because time with Manchester United, his second season, a great season, but Manchester City were better. So we'll see if
But,
Liverpool.
I mean, he
was-
finished second.
Yeah.
He said that second place finish with United was his best ever achievement as a manager. He didn't have a great team when he finished second in the Premier League.
I was gonna say, if you are listening to us on YouTube, please let us know in the comments below your thoughts on Spurs and how far they can, finish this season.
Jeez.
Where do we move on next?
Do you want to quickly talk about Chelsea?
Yeah, Chelsea
I
again.
think it's important to touch them. Yeah.
They do play Spurs next week, so that is important. A 2-0 victory over Newcastle. I was gonna wake up for this one, but again, 5:30 a.m. I'm like, I'll watch the next match.
I mean, ultimately, it was a good victory for Chelsea. They look, I won't say comfortable. I think they were deserving winners of this one.
Yeah.
Terrible kits. I can't watch them play in those kits or want to vomit on my television screen. But ultimately, it was all right. They deserved the 3 points. They got the 3 points. That's all I have to say about Chelsea there.
Yeah, Newcastle just. I just don't like them with Bruce as their manager. Everything that was. They had some good moments last season, I'll be real with you, but.
They had some good moments this year. They started off so good.
Yeah, but with.
So
I think they're straying away more and more away from what Rafa Benitez did right at the club, which was actually defend very well. And still actually have some offensive output, but.
Yeah, right. It's just seems kind of flat right now.
Do you think Celtic could sign Rafa Benitez?
I mean, I would love that.
Rafa Benitez.
That'd be amazing.
That'd be sweet.
Please, Rafa, save our club. We're sinking so bad. We're so bad.
I mean, actually,
Let's go talk about Manchester United. Let's go.
I was gonna say, yeah, Chelsea are now sitting in third in the Premier League. They've actually had a very good start to the season, even though the criticisms towards Havertz, a couple of their signings. Well done to Chelsea. They take on Spurs next, of course. That'll be fun to watch. Yeah, so let's move on to Manchester United. Did we finish the Saturday games? Should we just?
No, there's Villa
Villa
Brighton as
Brighton.
well.
Oh, I was gonna say, do you think Tariq Lamptey should have been sent off? That
I
was
mean,
the
it
one
was
talking point in that game.
I mean,
It was the second yellow.
yeah, it was a second yellow. Like, I can understand why the ref gave it. I
Yeah.
kind of missed. I was watching the game, but I missed the tackle because I was having breakfast. But I think
It was
Shame.
I saw
shame,
the rest of it
Liam. Why do you say shame, Liam?
because I was eating
He's
breakfast.
eating breakfast instead of
Oh,
paying
okay.
attention to
Yeah,
the
you
game.
should not. Don't do that.
But no, from that match, I thought it was a great match. Honestly, I thought the first half could have been like 3-3. Generally, it was both sides were playing well. I thought Brighton were a little bit better. Unfortunately, Barkley got injured in the first minute, so I don't know the severity of that injury. But he's been good for Villa, so that could be a big miss for
That's a
them.
big
That-
key
that-
player. Yeah,
that
all
was
I
Barkley
can
and-
say,
though.
all I can comment about Aston Villa is that I can't remember the last time I said, "Wow, I'm excited to watch Aston Villa play," and that's how I feel
They're,
with
they're,
this
they're
Villa side.
playing well.
They're fun to
looking
watch.
Exciting.
So they're currently
100%.
seventh in the league, Villa. They're seventh. Also, just a touch on Leeds. With all the Leeds hype Leeds are getting recently, they are 14th in the league. Do you think they'll improve or
I mean,
Yeah,
they've had a
mean,
tough
It's a
schedule.
long year still.
they have Everton
Long
next, so
year,
that'll be a fun game. Leeds Everton
Yeah,
next
it will
week.
be 100%.
And
So
then-
let's move on to the set. Yeah.
United. Let's finish
Well,
United.
Just last thing with Brighton. Brighton actually finally won too. Like they
Yeah.
actually played
Yeah.
a good game and they got the points they deserved
Yeah.
for it. So
And Greg, good luck against Leicester.
yeah, Fulham played Leicester, then City, then Liverpool.
Yeah.
Or Liverpool.
Let's get on to the worst result or worst victory I've probably ever seen. Next to that victory against
Your
Brighton.
club's a
All in one season,
Yeah.
I've seen two of the worst victories I've ever seen at Manchester United.
I'm just happy I didn't watch. I didn't watch this game, and I'm kind of happy I didn't.
Yeah, I watched-
Let's just
Yeah,
say
yeah,
that.
you didn't miss- You didn't miss much. It was very
Yeah.
boring.
Oh, I mean, I don't want to make this into like a TikTok, but at the same time, I go, genuinely, why is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer still in a job? Why? What is he bringing to your club?
3 points.
You know, it's funny. We asked
Yeah,
that question.
crap, 3
We have
points.
asked that question towards every manager that stepped into that locker room in the last 8 years. And I don't know, man. It's unfortunately it's like you're grasping for straws with that question.
It's not the manager's fault. It's your board 100%.
Yeah.
But I don't think Solskjaer is good enough to be a United manager.
Oh, definitely not. I know. I mean, of course, when we brought him on, I was definitely optimistic at the time. But at the same time, I felt like out of all the managers available in the world, we go with the guy
Not
Ollie,
much experience.
I love you as a club legend, but Ollie Gunnar Solskjaer, you never.
The
yeah.
cheap option. He was.
Yeah,
cheap
he was
and easy. As someone whose club relies on cheap and easy options, I mean, trust me, I've seen it. We have a current manager there who's cheap
Well,
and easy.
let's talk
it's a
about the
joke.
game, which was very dull, in my opinion. And West Brom could have won this game, and they got very unlucky at
They
times.
got one chance really, really close. It went off of your defender's foot, I believe.
Yeah.
And just went beside the post, but
Awesome.
ultimately, it was a snooze fest for 90 minutes.
We kept a clean sheet, which is nice, of course, on the table. It looks nice and pretty, of course. But in my opinion, I mean, Bruno was probably our best player aside from the penalty. He was hardworking, on and off the ball. He was everywhere. He was creating chances. Honestly, he could have had a bunch of assists, Bruno, this game, and of course, none of the chances were taken well.
Bruno's just been your best player this
Yeah.
entire season, though.
Yeah.
As well.
Martial.
How did this team beat PSG and smack up Leipzig?
We have
How?
no idea, Liam. Liam,
They have players that show up at certain points and don't show up.
In my opinion, I'm starting to get slowly fed up with Anthony Martial at the same time. He gets all his praise of having ice in his veins and cool finishing, and I was someone who praised him for that as well. But with how he's played this season, we need that on a very consistent level, and we are not seeing that at all, Mr. Anthony Martial. I want you to do well, AM9.
Off the top of your head, what's his best ever season in a United kit? Like, how many goals, how many assists?
Possibly last season, I can't remember.
Yeah, last season, didn't he score like 20-something goals
Yeah,
in all
he had a nice
competitions?
run of form, and then where's that now? I don't know.
Not bad. I mean, 20 in all competitions, it's all right.
That's pretty good, Liam.
It's pretty good.
I mean,
considering United actually has a
think-
lot of...
Right.
I know he's young. He's
Yeah,
young, which is a promising thing. But I think what's going to happen to Martial, it's the same thing that happened to Lukaku. He's going to get run out of the club eventually.
I don't see it happening, but what about Rashford? I know it's people don't want to criticize him because he's like doing a lot of great things, but has he been at his best lately?
He's probably one of our better players, of course. He actually, you can actually get something out of Marcus Rashford. I mean, obviously against this game it wasn't there, but he has done well this year. I think the supporting cast has to pull their weight.
Yeah.
That's simple as
Bruno,
that.
the only player you got is Bruno Fernandes.
Oh, let's talk about that absolute mastermind of a play from Juan Mata. Juan Mata, he saw the defender in the box, so he decided to shoot it at the defender's arm because he knew he'll get a penalty. Great mastermind work there. Juan Mata, mastermind Mata, as I like to say. Obviously, I'm bullshitting. It's just typical
Mastermind Mata.
It's just typical Manchester United shithousery where we get a penalty,
honestly.
we miss the penalty, it gets retaken, goal, and we win 1-0. So it's disgusting to win in that fashion. I mean, you can say, oh, but 3 points. It's sad.
I mean, at the end of the day, you did get the 3 points. Like, that's what you needed.
There are United supporters that want us to lose, so Ole gets kicked out.
Yeah.
And I'm not really about that life. I just want us to see us do well.
You shouldn't be.
No.
That's how I see it. Why would...
Yeah,
Who
if-
wants to lose?
But I'm gonna be honest. I'm genuinely surprised we're 10th in the league.
Yeah, I mean, you have moments where you play like that. You have moments where you play like absolute trash. So,
10th,
I mean, it's
10th in the
weird.
Prem, beat PSG, beat
Yeah.
Leipzig, and then... Yeah.
I mean, if
1-0 scrape out a victory against West Brom.
your players didn't want Ole at the club, they would have pulled a Steven Gerrard and missed a penalty.
Oh,
and
wow.
Get Roy
Yeah,
Hodgson
true.
fired.
No, I think the players like Ole, but they may be losing faith in him. Might be losing the dressing room at this rate.
Yeah, I want to see what January looks like. I want
Yeah.
to see if they're gonna bring in anyone, if they're able to attract any names. I don't know.
But who do we talk about next?
Well, that's kind of the Premier League for
That's
this
the Premier-
weekend.
Anything
Quickly,
else?
let's talk about what's coming up. Like we mentioned for next week, big matches do include Chelsea, Spurs.
Oh, by the
Arsenal
way,
take on-
whoa. Tomorrow, when this podcast gets launched, Burnley Crystal. Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, exciting,
Yes,
yeah?
Burnley, Crystal Palace.
Zaha.
Yes, but coming up next week, I'm going to skip over you completely at this point. Everton Leeds will be interesting. Southampton, Manchester United, you never know. That'll be a good game. Chelsea,
win.
Spurs, and Arsenal, Wolves. Let me take a hot take for you, Lucas. I know you're a big fan of Ralph Hasenhüttl.
Hootla.
He should become the next Manchester United manager.
No, I
We
will
ta-
be mad.
We take Southampton on next.
He would be someone that club
Yes.
could hold on to for
And
decades.
Here's the thing. I never thought I was going to say this, but next week, 10th place Manchester United take on 5th place Southampton.
They could be third by the end of Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, you could be.
So.
Which country do you want to move to next?
Let's go to Italy.
Italy? Oh, okay. Yeah, there was a big match.
Italy.
AC Milan defeated
Yeah.
Napoli today in a huge
Napoli.
Serie A.
Zlatan.
counter.
Zlatan.
Did things.
Yeah.
Zlatan's just is not. He's not just did things. He's doing things.
Yeah.
He's
Honestly, did you see his agent's comments about the MLS?
What?
No, I didn't.
His agent basically said the MLS is a joke. He's like, Zlatan will show up to games wanting to win and play and everything, and the rest of his team couldn't care if they had a good game or a bad game. He said, Zlatan is competitive. He wants to win everything, including video games. He'll beat you at every competition.
That's why he bought his
I mean,
team into
you're not wrong.
PS5
I mean-
so he could beat them at FIFA.
Yes.
But yeah,
No,
this was
honestly,
a great
very
result
nice
for AC
header.
Milan. Fantastic result here because
Yeah, against Napoli especially.
Puts him top of the table. Great game.
unfortunately Zlatan did get injured. He had to get taken off. Hopefully it's nothing too severe. But
Yeah.
his first header, his first goal was just
Very
that's
good.
just classic
Zlatan.
Zlatan. Exactly.
Yeah. He's 39 years old. 39! He's doing the bits. I mean, this is a bit of a weird Serie A table at the moment because Sassuolo are second. So,
very nice.
you know, I mean, it's a bit of a weird table. But AC Milan look like the real deal. They look like they're actually performing really, really well at the moment.
And do you know, since Pioli had the coronavirus, yet someone had to take in charge for this match. Do you know who?
Yeah. No, I don't know. Who was it?
Bonera. You remember him?
Who was it?
Bonera.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know who Bonera is?
I think it's Panera. I was like, I don't know who Panera is.
I heard Monera. I'm like,
Yeah, I heard of many things.
Daniele Bonera, former AC Milan player. He is the best Serie A coach in history now. 100% win record.
There you go. There you go. But also on this day, I want to talk about the other Milan team, Inter Milan. They had a bit of an interesting night out. They started off the game 2-0 down before they're like, hey guys, we need to actually go on and win this game. So they turned around and they won 4-2.
Big things. A lot of, the saying goes in Inter, Pazza Inter.
Yeah.
Sure.
We got to mention Roma, though. 3-0 victory over Parma. Henrik Mkhitaryan is a new man in Italy.
He is.
Doing things, it seems.
Did you see his goal?
Yeah.
I did not.
Oh.
I was also going to mention with Zlatan, sorry to go back a little bit. He has now 10 goals in 6 games with AC Milan.
Yeah.
It's outrageous.
It's fantastic.
Anyways, Lucas, continue. Sorry, I'll go back to Lucas.
Yeah.
And then, Juventus did beat Cagliari. Apparently, I didn't watch Juventus, but apparently they're looking a lot better now with Ronaldo and De Ligt back in the lineup, which I guess makes sense. One of the best.
Shocking. Shocking. Ronaldo comes back and
Old
does
man
well.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
And the best
What's
defender
it, 2
in the
goals?
league supposedly is
Love
De
to see
Ligt.
it.
So,
Yeah.
think that's what from
Lazio
someone I
did win
respect who
2-0.
says that. Yeah.
Lazio did win 2-0, so that's good to see. Tomorrow we do see Atalanta. They play Hellas Verona.
No.
That's on Saturday. No, that's Saturday. Sorry, I lied to you.
Let's move on. Let's
Who
move
did-
on,
who did
Liam.
they play
Let's
this
move
week?
on.
Who did they play this week?
Spezia, they drew
Where's-
0-0. It's
Atalanta
nothing
drew
important.
Spezia. Fucking bastards. Where do you want to go next?
Do it.
Dun, dun,
Dun, dun, dun.
You can't steal my thunder, man. That's my thing.
Shut up, Liam.
We got to talk about one man. Well, we could talk about a couple people, but I want to focus on one man.
Leon Bailey.
No.
No, that's not the man I think we're thinking about here.
No.
Mr.
Lucas, take it
Golden
away.
Boy.
Yeah.
Mr. 4 goals in 1 match. Mr.
Mr. Robotic Erling Haaland.
What a performance by this man. Dortmund were down 1-0. This man, he's so insane. Like,
He goes, nah.
a guy's so big, so fast, so determined.
He's just an absolute machine.
Unit.
He's actually just a machine. Like, he actually has everything you want as your center forward. Pace. He's big.
Yeah.
He can finish. He got everything.
Yeah.
5-2.
And I actually Googled. I wanted after this game. I was like, what was his stats like at the youth level? He was nothing incredible. I gotta be honest. He was consistently scoring goals, but not at the rate he is now. He is having the best season of his ever career right now for Dortmund.
Yeah, he's 10 goals in the league now in, what was it, 8 matches now? Yeah, 8 matches.
Yeah.
Which is still one less than Lewandowski, but it's Lewandowski.
Yeah.
It's Robert.
But, like,
Sorry,
He's
one more man we got to talk about in this match, though. Who made his debut?
Mr.
Mukoko.
He just
The
had a
milkman?
sweet 16 just a few days ago. And on his 16th,
So cute. His sweet 16.
youngest
no one
He
ever,
was just turning 16.
Oh, no
and you're
one heard
coming
me?
in.
yeah, youngest ever
you said
Bundesliga
Mukoko.
player in history at 16 years and 1 day. It's gonna be hard to break that
I thought his
record.
name was. Oh, I thought his name was the Milkman for a second. It sounded like the Milkman.
What?
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 I'm so confused.
The milkman. All right. I mean, in this game, I mean, Dortmund were brilliant. I mean, like I said, they went 1-0 down, and then Haaland just said, no, I'm going to win this game. Oh, Lucas is doing evasive maneuvers there. but he scored 2 goals within a couple minutes of each other, and then the second half he came on and scored 2 more. Dortmund went on cruise control for a while. They did concede a penalty in the 79th minute, but at that point the game was well and done. And yes, Mr. Mukoko does make his debut. He, I think, will be a fantastic talent if he can translate his youth form into the first team. I want a front 2 of Haaland and Mukoko. That'd be brilliant. I'm waiting. I'm ready. My body's
Giovanni
ready
Reina.
for this.
Well,
Gio.
yeah. And if they're just going to play one center forward, you got to take out Haaland. And that's,
What about Jude Bellingham?
He's a midfielder.
He
he's a
assisted.
midfielder.
Oh, I didn't know that actually. I thought he was a striker.
Why
I know
are
that.
you here? Why are you here, milkman?
Oh, my.
Yeah, very good. It's the only thing that pisses me off with Haaland is when people keep asking, where's he going next? Do you think he's going to go to Real Madrid? Is he going to go to Bayern? I'm like, bro, he's been there for like half a season. Relax.
Yeah, it's not even a year.
That's the thing.
Yeah, exactly. And people are always like,
these big.
people are like, where's he going
clubs
next?
are going to come around and try to snap him.
Or like, Real Madrid should sign Haaland. I'm like, bro, guys, I personally think he's going to try his best to win a league title with Dortmund. I think he's determined to do that. I think he's got that mindset. So we'll see.
Yeah.
in
But
an interview,
Yeah.
he said his absolute dream as a footballer would to be winning the Premier League with Leeds. He's a massive Leeds supporter. So that would be one hell of a move if that ever happened.
Real Madrid? No. Leeds. Yes.
Welcome to Ellen Road.
But
So-
quickly mention Bayern, they drew Werder Bremen, so that's good for Dortmund.
Yeah.
Leverkusen
Bad
did
for
win.
Bayern.
Leipzig dropped points as well, 1-1 draw with Frankfurt, and Schalke, they lost again.
Schalke lost again. Yeah.
Yeah, Schalke sucks to be you.
I mean, there's that one kid who keeps talking, commenting on TikTok. So, yeah, Schalke hasn't lost. Haha, we drew. I'm like, okay. I mean, that was last week, of course, but, like, you lost. Your team's kind of shit right now. I'm sorry, man. Just accept it and move on. I'm a United fan. I accept my team's shit. I move on.
I'm a Fulham fan.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
a
there you
Celtic
go.
fan. All of our teams are shit.
All right, so let's move on to La Liga quickly. There's only really
Big
one
results.
match I want to talk about because history.
Let me guess. Can I guess?
You're gonna
I want to guess what game you want to talk about. Lucas, hipster, Fakir. No, probably not. No, I think yeah, that's it. Levante Elche. Was that the game you want to talk about?
Of course. How did you know?
Uno Levante Elche. Brilliance in poetry emotion.
No.
Yeah. Go Sociedad.
Well, they are first in the
Big
table,
ups.
but I
Big
want
ups.
to talk about Atletico Madrid defeating Barcelona in La Liga for the first time in like 9.5 years.
You're a glory hunter, Lucas, supporting big teams.
I'm just talking about the biggest match of the weekend in La Liga.
I know. Yes, Atletico Madrid with a huge 1-0 victory over Barcelona. This was a bad day for Barcelona overall. I mean, not only did they get the score line the way it went, but Piqué is out injured now.
Yeah, he partially tore his ACL.
Yeah. No dancing with Shakira for a while, Mr. Gerrard.
And then apparently Sergio Roberto, he's going to be out for a few months now.
Yeah. Bad times at the new camp.
Yeah, and also, yeah.
Lucas.
Sorry?
Oh, I was just saying we actually got this prediction right, and Liam got it wrong because he's shit.
Fraudiola.
Yes.
That just reminded me of something. Who won 1v1 like 2 months ago?
Oh, it was like Greg.
Was it me? I didn't know.
Thanks for the hype, Lucas. That was like so long ago and you just didn't tell
Well, we
us.
forgot because the podcast was going so long that week. But yeah,
But anyways,
yeah, quickly, goal from Carrasco, who nutmegged Ter Stegen, who came up nearly to the halfway line just to get nutmegged.
Weird.
And I thought Atletico Madrid had a few good chances. Barcelona had a few good chances in the second half, which they headed it right to Oblak. And Atletico Madrid, 1-0 victory over Barcelona, 20 points in La Liga with only 8 matches played. Only 2 conceded.
Luis Suarez did not play, correct?
No, he did not.
He was out with... Was he sick or was he injured?
The virus.
Virus.
Does he have corona?
Yeah.
I think he just didn't want to play against Barcelona. It would be too sad for him.
Half of Uruguay got the virus, I swear. So many Uruguayans
Honestly.
were out with the virus.
This is why we don't do international breaks during a pandemic. That's your weekly health advisory from the Thick Ginge.
And last thing I'll mention, Mr. Good Evening. His side, Villarreal, drew 1-1 with Real Madrid.
Good evening
And-
from Mr. I was trying to look for what team. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. What team? He's at Villarreal.
Yes.
Lucas just said.
Yeah. Did he? I don't listen to Lucas half the time. Can we talk about Valencia, please?
Well, I just want to
Sure.
say, I think Ramos is injured.
I mean, Valencia smacked Real Madrid 4-1.
No, they
yeah,
don't.
that's a big. It's,
What?
Why is this? Oh, okay. I apologize. I'm sorry.
You're looking at
I'm
the
so
wrong
sorry.
date, Liam.
It is honestly. That's what it came up with. I'm so sorry. I was like,
yeah.
why is that? I was like, I don't.
You know how
remember
Lucas
this.
was just talking about Unai Emery? Yeah, he was also talking about how they drew Real Madrid.
Let's just
It's
move
not-
on. This man's not listening.
It's not updating. There we go. Thank you, BBC News. My
since we
goodness.
have covered most of the top leagues around the world, I think there's a few things I'd like to mention before we get into questions. There was a big award that got kind of announced. Obviously, the Golden Boy Award of 2020. Erling Haaland won it. But interestingly enough, it's the players who were... One second, where is it? I had it. God damn it.
Lower down the list that are still
Yeah,
controversial.
so Ansu Fati was second voted. What do you guys think about that? And then Alphonso Davies was third.
Boo.
A lot of people were thinking Fonzie deserved it, but I think Haaland definitely was.
Haaland can
The
take
man's a
first spot,
machine,
but Fonzie
yeah.
deserves second.
I think Sancho was better than Fati, so I think Sancho should be third at least.
Yeah, the English
I think
talents
Fati
didn't get
was
enough
really-
love.
Fati was really good,
I
but
really think Alphonso
Did he
Davies should be
play
second there.
enough?
I mean, he won so much.
Yeah. Interesting enough, in fifth was Camavinga, the French midfielder. He's been getting a lot of hype. He's
I
around
don't agree
17
with that
as
either.
well.
What has he done?
I mean, he started lots of matches in Liga and as a 17.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think these people that have done more.
Kulishevsky in sixth.
He's good. He's actually pretty good.
And then you had Greenwood in 12th, which was a surprise to many. People are wondering why. I feel like maybe Greenwood's off-the-field antics could have maybe cost him points. They could have viewed that. And I don't know. Maybe just because he didn't start enough this season in the Premier League.
yeah. Well, and that's the thing. Does it take away recent stuff too, like very recent.
I mean, to
that
be fair,
that could go onto Fatty as well.
Yeah, Fatty played very well at the start of the Liga before his injury too. Other notable was Sergino Dest, the American. He was, I think, 14th. And Jonathan David, the Canadian, is 17th, who actually got a goal and assist today in Ligue 1. So well done to him.
Canadians in the top
He's doing
20 is fantastic.
That's amazing. Unfortunately for Mexican supporters, there is not a Mexican player. So, I know there's a lot of hype around Mexican players, but
why is Billy Gilmore not on this list?
Because he played like 2 matches for Chelsea.
Yeah. Lucas, your boy Sloboslai was on there at like 8th.
Of course.
The Hungarian. So yeah, I just want to know who's the one person who voted for Mr. Jonathan David. But yeah, that's it. And another thing I wanted to mention was, this is kind of more FIFA related, but actually very interesting. Have you heard of the kid Anders? The Danish, the 14-year-old, who's currently 180 in FUT Champs Weekend League FIFA. This kid is unstoppable in FIFA. He would bend me. Actually, I'm not going to continue that sentence.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, but this kid is fire. But I think the sad part is the people who are hating on him. So yeah, a lot of these people are commenting like, this kid needs to go to school. He hasn't seen anybody, no sunlight, he has no life, he needs to study. Mates, this kid probably makes 80% of his opponent's rage quit. B, we're in the middle of a global pandemic. C, I can go on forever. I don't like when people diss kids for doing well in video games. It's called the Weekend League for a reason. He has the weekend. He doesn't need to study on the weekend, should he? He probably does. Let's be real here. In FIFA Ultimate Team, there's F all to do between Monday to Friday. So he has plenty of time to study, go outside,
I think the biggest thing to take away from that is it's a pandemic. His parents could just not want him to go out,
but
like
here's
anything
the thing.
like that.
This is his profession. This is his career. He's 14 years old, sure. But what's the difference between this kid playing 180 games of FIFA and someone practicing football, someone playing tennis, someone reading, someone, if that's what they enjoy, that's what they enjoy. If that's what their thing is, that's what their thing is. His thing is FIFA. His thing is playing the games. He wins. He's good at it.
And he's 14.
Congratulations, you're good at something.
I remember when I was 14, I was, hooked onto World of Warcraft, Call of Duty. I barely left my house on the weekend. So, this kid is obviously going places. He's making money off, video games, esports. He averaged 55,000 people on Twitch the other day. So, I think for a 14-year-old, he's not, what else is he supposed to do? He can't even get a driver's license yet. And I just got mine at 24. So,
awesome.
credit to Anders, man. I love to see it.
Welcome, Rasta.
Rastafarian has joined us. Hello.
We're going to quickly mention Celtic drew Hibs 2-2. 2 goals right at the very end. It's not looking good. Rangers are doing well. We're a bit of a joke. Okay. Welcome to the podcast.
Yeah.
We're a bit of a joke at the moment. I want a new manager. I want some new players. I want everything fixed. That's my Celtic conversation done.
Lucas, by the way, just want to mention, you know how we talked about Jurgen Klopp earlier?
Yeah.
I found his quote. This is what he says. If you don't start talking to BT, we are all done. If we keep playing on Wednesday and Saturday at 12:30, I'm not sure if we will finish the season with 11 players. I know you don't care, but that's the problem. Let's get to questions.
Right, I'm going to start off some questions from TikTok.
Yeah, Liam, I got one.
I'm going first.
Okay, it's not a competition.
First question. This is Luke's favorite question of the week. The biggest meme player. This is his favorite question of the week.
Bentner. Pretty good one.
Bentner is huge, actually.
Heskey.
Mario Balotelli. Why always me?
So, Heskey is a meme player because KSI made him a meme.
Yeah.
No, what's it?
It's literally just KSI.
What's his name? Wilfred Boney recently.
Yes, big Wilfred Boney.
Phil Jones and Jesse Lingard.
Yeah.
Is
So I'm going to stick with some Mario Balotelli. Why
Ryan
always
Kent was
Ryan
on
Kent?
every FIFA 21, man. Fucking Ryan
Really a
Kent.
meme, though?
Emenike.
We know we ride Kent memes there are.
M-I-E-K.
There.
Well, I mean, it's not all about FIFA though.
I mean, Akin Fenwa, he was a meme, and then he embraced the meme.
And now
Yes,
he's in the
yeah, he did.
championship.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, banging it, by the way. Loving the guy.
I'm trying to think who else is another meme.
Fellaini.
Bobby Firmino? Yeah,
Bobby
Fellaini.
Firmino.
That guy fucking scored today.
He did. We talked about him. You weren't here. You decided to not join us today.
Hey man, I got pressing
Sergio
issues.
Busquets.
Bitch.
Sergio Busquets was a meme for a little bit. Antoine Griezmann.
What about David Luiz?
David Luiz.
David Luiz. Yeah.
David Luiz.
I said
yeah.
it first, Lucas, so mine counts more.
What is the most underrated academy?
Southampton.
Now,
That's
Is
a
it
good
underrated
point.
though?
I don't know if they really.
Southampton, yes, it is.
No one really
recent-
talks
because it's
about
not
it.
exactly compared to like Ajax and Barcelona and Madrid and this and that. Ajax is right up. Not Ajax. Southampton's right up there.
I think they haven't produced as much in recent years compared to like from like 05 to 2015.
Well, every single year, every generation has a dry spell. Like Barcelona hasn't really produced a shit ton in recent times either.
No.
I was gonna say Sporting Lisbon.
But well, yeah.
I feel like a lot
Always
of the
had
top
something going
Portuguese
coming
sides
through.
are very good at producing academy players.
Yeah. 100%. I agree with that.
What were French? There's a lot of French teams who develop teams. that no one-
Marseille has
Lyon.
another one. Monaco has a good one.
Monaco,
Monaco,
yeah.
yeah.
Not as much
Celtic?
recent years. I'd say
Yeah,
Lyon's probably
Mbappe,
the best
for
one in
God's
France
sakes.
outside of PSG.
Yeah, but PSG's was paid for.
Can even some of like the smaller sides, I'm gonna say, in Germany, have produced a lot of good
Yeah.
talent over the years that goes
Schalke?
under the radar. Yeah,
Well, everyone knows Dortmund, but Schalke, I mean, Mesut Ozil, Neuer.
what is your dream Champions League final matchup?
Well, I
Are we
actually,
just saying like any teams?
Barcelona,
Sure.
Barcelona, Manchester United. So I know we could get a W.
oh, you've done that twice,
dream.
man.
Yeah, we're both
No,
doing it
I agree. Barcelona, Real Madrid.
Yeah,
That'd be
El
huge.
Clasico. Man United versus Liverpool, a Manchester derby. Those are just my two.
For me, it would be for the current teams right now. It'd be Liverpool versus Bayern. I think.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
see. But
Yeah, Liverpool, Bayern would be up there for me.
That would just be a good game.
I'd
That'd be such.
I'd love to see Chelsea Arsenal.
But what if you could choose two different teams
a
from
weird-
different eras to play each other in a match for a Champions League trophy? What two teams would you choose?
Oh.
Okay, I got this. The current Bayern Munich team versus the Jupp Heynckes Bayern Munich team. Because I don't know who's better. I don't know.
I'll
That'd
have to
be-
give that to the Jupp one. That Jupp team,
Yeah.
team had no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that team was something.
I'm surprised
He
you didn't
was
mention
fucked.
Celtic, Liam, from those years ago.
Some 67.
Yeah.
Can I
Yeah,
mention one? I can't remember, but I would go with Johan Cruyff's Barcelona versus Pep Guardiola's Barcelona.
I'd rather
That'd be
see.
interesting.
I'd rather see Pep's Barcelona versus that prime Galacticos Real Madrid. That'd
Okay,
be
Lucas,
fun.
I have
Yeah.
Lucas. Okay, I have one for you then. Sir Alex Ferguson's Champions League winning team. I'd say with the one with Ronaldo versus Pep's. Versus not Pep. Klopp's.
Galatasaray versus Fenerbahce. Let's set fire to the Champions League.
Or I'll give some love to the Italian teams. I'll give AC Milan. The last time they won a Champions League versus Real Madrid. 2017.
Waz, this is a question for me and you specifically, but the rest of the boys can join in as well. If you could go grab a beer with any player ever, who are you taking for a pint?
Shaq. You didn't specify the sport. Shaq. Me and Shaq. go for
He said Shaq,
He's
but
saying
let's
Shaq.
let's say
We're talking about
football. Let's
football.
say yeah. Come on.
I didn't hear
Okay,
football. I said
Shaq.
any player.
We're talking.
Shaq's
Well,
a
what do you think we're
fucking
talking about, though?
This is
Come
a
on.
soccer.
I don't care. I'm
football
still
soccer
taking
podcast.
Shaq. Shaq, if you hear this,
Okay, Matt. If football, who would
let's
you
go for
take?
some dinner, bro. One time.
Matt, football, who would you take?
Not Ronaldo. Don't want to hear him talk about himself.
No,
Not
no.
Messi.
The thing is, if
He
you,
doesn't
no,
talk.
the thing, if you take Ronaldo, he's gonna want to go play tennis and then go swimming.
Paul.
He's gonna
No,
try.
he's gonna just.
Paul wouldn't shut the fuck up.
Ronaldo is gonna do what Lucas does at the bar. Can I have a water, please?
Wait, have you seen the interview with Patrice Evra where like Ronaldo invited him over for dinner, and then Ronaldo was like, "All right, let's go play tennis. Let's go for a swim."
Nope, I have the perfect answer. Thomas Muller.
Yeah,
That's what I'm taking for a fucking pint.
It's up there. It's up there.
Zlatan
He's
would be
up there.
Zlatan would be fun.
No, because he would get mad at me and drink mine
Fight
and
you.
tell me I'm
Yeah.
a bitch.
That's why it'd be fun.
Diego
For who?
Maradona,
No, 'cause
No.
that would be
Zlatan.
weird. That'd be a little bit.
Fun
Roy
with Zlatan.
Keane,
Roy Keane would be a cheeky pint, I gotta be honest.
Robbie Savage.
Can I go with
No.
Can I go with Jurgen
no.
Klopp?
I'd go with Thierry just because that's my
Jurgen
guy.
Klopp
Klopp would be a
good
fun
guy.
one. Klopp would be interesting.
Yeah, Klopp,
Thierry Henry would be
Klopp
fun.
and Thomas
I'd
Muller
probably
would be a
cry
great
though,
one.
so I'd be a crying drunk. I don't think anyone wants to see
Can I?
that.
Okay.
I would like it to have a pint with Scott Brown because there's that one time where he just obviously hammered and passed out on the side of a street in Glasgow, and I want to relive that night with him.
I'm sure
David
he has a few
Beckham.
of those nights a month.
David Beckham.
Why
Maybe
David Beckham?
You'd have to have like a wine with him.
I would
Yeah.
love that.
I think David Beckham goes for a pint. Why are you putting so much disrespect on David's head like that, man? He was once a young child.
Yeah.
You know?
Nemanja Vidic.
Fuck no.
Rio Ferdinand.
I feel that man
Rio
can
Ferdinand.
Yup,
That's who you
Sam.
want to go fight with. Rio Ferdinand.
No, yup, stop.
Yeah.
No, Vidic. No, if I could have like a table, Klopp, Thomas Muller, Scott Brown, and I'll toss in.
I think
no,
you're-
sorry, Vidic, you're out. I'm putting in Roy
I
Keane.
think you're missing one man. Łukasz Podolski.
Oh.
No, he's not on my
That
list
guy-
at
Mr.
all.
That guy's
Podolski.
kind
Why
of
would
bad.
Podolski be on my list?
He's pretty bad,
Yeah.
to be honest.
I think that'd
Pretty
be
bad.
fun.
You gotta
Liam, can I
Greg,
get-
anyone? Greg, who don't take go for a pint with?
I said Zlatan.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Seydou Doumbia.
What?
El Hadj Diouf.
Next.
Getting a bar fight. Getting a bar fight for
Next
sure.
question. Elad's Juve and Scott Brown in the same room would end with that bar just being brought to his knees.
Especially
Like-
if Gerard's there.
Yeah,
Fuck
really.
Jared. Oh, I wants to go with beer with Jared. We don't understand him.
No, El Hadji Diouf hates Gerard.
Yeah, Elad's Juve hates a lot of people.
He hates pretty much every other
Next.
player he's played against.
Next question is, if you had to pick one player to play in the Premier League who didn't, who would it be? And you can't choose Messi.
Oh, Ronaldinho.
Nah, I don't
I
want
mean, I
to.
think the question is recent players, but sure, we could toss in Dino.
Ronaldinho's not that far.
Mbappe probably. Neymar.
Yeah. I mean, Mbappe's pretty.
Mbappe, Haaland.
Oh, Robert
Are we-
Lewandowski.
We're talking current.
Yeah, that's the current.
I think you should pick someone that probably is unlikely to play. So like, we're never gonna see like a Sergio Ramos in the Premier League.
I mean, I picked Mbappe. We all know he's going to Spain. Sorry, I meant Madrid.
Someone I would like
Neuer.
to see
Like,
someone I want to watch more often, and I think I would like to watch him in the Premier League would be Moussa Dembele. I know he is rumored to be coming to the Premier League. Honestly, I really would like to see how he plays in the Prem.
Marco Reus would be nice.
What was the best World Cup?
Let's do it in our lifetime, of course. I mean, I don't really
Africa.
remember who that.
yeah.
2010.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I feel like you're giving that just due to nostalgia. I'm going to give that to 2014.
Isn't that what all good World Cups are?
2010 had the music. It had the Jabulani. It had the Vuvuzelas. It had some fantastic Diego Forlan
It had
goals.
some drama,
It
but
had
I mean,
Africa vibes. It had Shakira.
Brazil was
everything, man.
Brazil was better. I'm sorry.
It wasn't.
The goals were better. The vibe. It was Brazil, man.
It was Vuvuzelas in South Africa.
I loved
Brazil
Waka
Brazil.
Waka.
I
Brazil-
loved Brazil, but taking over Africa.
Brazil is the center of football, man. It's a
That
religion
I
over
agree.
there.
I
That
agree.
African
I
one was
agree
built
with you.
different.
But
So that.
special.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, that's just nostalgia coming out of your ass.
I think I'm.
Lucas
James
Williams.
Rodriguez's goal, man. Mario
Lucas, what do you-
Diego
Götze.
Forlan.
Lucas, what do you think?
I think I'd give the slightest of edges to 2014.
Lucas is
Yeah,
gonna
Lucas, get in,
Lucas is gonna
man.
pick 2002 or something.
The first World Cup I watched was
Lucas-
06, which
the O's-
I liked a lot.
I'm sorry, I can't. I don't remember '98 too well either.
Apparently 98 was sick, but
Yeah.
Oh, really? Why wouldn't you? You were one. Oh.
I just said that for me.
Yeah, Waz was like, I don't remember it fondly either. Oh, you were. Good job.
I mean,
I just
agree.
moved to Edmonton.
2006 was a good World Cup. I remember watching that. 2010 to me was just brilliant. 2014 was a great World Cup as well.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. 2018 had its moments as well. I mean, I think we all enjoyed watching that, especially because 2018 for the 90th minute was our first World Cup together, so that was kind of new and special, kind of watching and
Yeah,
reliving those
Maddie.
matches.
Yeah, Maddie. Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to watch that, you can go back in time and.
Yeah,
So,
go back to
yeah.
our first videos and question why you're here today.
When it was just Waz, Liam, and I.
Yeah.
Who is the most underappreciated player of all time?
Well, that's a good question. I was trying to think honestly about this one.
Mario Balotelli.
Paul Scholes. I'm gonna give United players a little bit of Nicky Butt. He was very good in his time actually. A lot of people
Apparently he
don't
had a
talk
big
about
dick.
him, I feel. Yeah. Honestly, I mean, like, I feel like underappreciated midfielder in recent times is definitely Sammy Khedira. I feel like not a lot of people actually talk about him.
fucking Milner.
I was gonna say James Milner for me
Milner.
deserves a shout 100%.
Fucking Sammy Khedira has a broken knee every other season.
It's true, but he was pretty good in
Of all time.
2014.
You're just
Sergio
saying that because he's your
Busquets.
ultimate team.
Sergio Busquets.
Yeah, but man,
is a
it just
shout.
remind me he was actually very good at
I
some
appreciate
point. Let's be
Sergio
real.
Busquets enough for the
He
whole
was
world.
good.
Okay. So does everyone in Barcelona.
Barcelona fans
just-
appreciate.
No one else,
Sergio
though.
Busquets.
But no one appreciates James Milner the way they should. Guy's a fucking legend.
David Silva?
Yeah, no, I think David Silva doesn't give. Yeah,
Silva's
very
a
much
shout.
so. I think that's great.
I mean, this question is of all time, but I mean, we're going off of our recent memories.
Gabriel
and
Batistuta?
everything like that, but
Fucking
no.
anybody who played with
Yes.
Pele and Garincha.
I think a good show is probably the Argentinian. I think how you pronounce it is Ruhelme.
No.
How do you say his name?
Rick
Ruhelme. There we go. Sorry. Yeah. So
The
I
Chilean,
think.
Di Stefano, Real Madrid.
He wasn't Chilean.
He's Argentinian.
He doesn't get. Yeah, but he doesn't get recognized as much as what he should for the amount of goals he scored for such a big club.
I mean, that guy was just
feel like he
unlucky not
does.
playing in a World Cup ever.
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. Do you guys think if Jamie Vardy came out of international retirement, would he start for England at the Euros?
With the form Harry Kane is in right now? No.
I mean, they can
I
always
don't
play
think so either.
two-striker formation.
Uh,
It's not ever out
No.
and out. If they play a two-striker, he'll start.
They don't usually
Yeah.
do that, though. They usually play like
But
a
that's-
striker with
that's-
two
A
wingers.
big Dominic.
They do that like
Big
3-4-2-1
Dom.
kind of thing.
Don't tell me Dominic Calvert-Lewin's better than Jamie Vardy. Ever. Never again. Don't even compare those two. Different leagues.
I agree, but I love me some Dom.
Danny Ings.
Next question. Talking about Harry Kane, will he break Thierry Henry's assist record?
I mean,
at the rate he's
probably
going,
not.
probably.
We said the
He's on
same thing.
fire.
We said the same thing about KDB, and he tied it. So
Harry Kane's got a lot of assists right now, but keeping it
doing
going
well for
the
himself.
entire season is not easy.
I mean, 99
What's
matches.
happening,
Jeez.
Lucas?
I mean, it's actually possible. Of course, it's possible, but
never discount.
And
It
It's
just
possible
depends
to
if
again.
Heung-Min Son can keep scoring when he passes him the ball.
and
Yeah,
if Kane can
exactly.
stay fit.
That's all the questions I've had. So if Wallace has any more,
I'll be quick. So here's one. The most boring match. Can we name one off the top of our head or no?
God, there's so many.
Manchester United, West Brom.
A few weeks ago,
Man United, West Brom is pretty boring.
a few weeks ago, I watched Sassuolo
Yeah.
versus Udinese, expecting some excitement. 0-0. I think there was like one shot on target. I fell asleep. It sucked.
For me, honestly, any Poland match in recent memory
Oh
were
come on!
pretty boring to watch.
I'm gonna say this: the
Anything after
Champions League
2018.
final of Liverpool Spurs.
Oh god, that was a
It wasn't-
fucking terrible final.
It really was.
It was a
not
bad
great
final.
game.
It was a bad
That
final.
was shitty.
Some people
You guys
would
are both
say
shitty.
some
You guys are
people would
both
s-
shitty for that. Fucking hell, that was a disappointing final.
Some people would say was it the 03 final where Juventus AC Milan went 0-0 and to a shootout?
Yeah.
I heard that
That's
one
probably
was really
it.
bad.
Yeah. Lucas, I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Kinda, almost. How do you do the multiplayer career mode?
We
We don't.
just played separate career modes. So
Yeah.
Liam played one with
So
the
we-
City, I played one with Liverpool, Waz played one with United, and we just tracked the results, and we just based it like we tracked each other's results, see who would do better, whoever had more points in
Yeah.
the Premier League, whoever went furthest in the domestic cups, and in the Champions League. It's like a
And
challenge.
with
Like
the
you could do it with your friends.
Yeah, and with the friendlies, it's basically we just kind of like customize the teams, so you do that, and you can put them in the friendlies, and that's what we played each other, those teams.
Yeah, and then
So-
we'd go into
Yeah, it's
career
not-
mode
yeah.
and put it on beginner and just recreate the result.
If anything, it shows the magic of Lucas's editing.
Yes, exactly. Lucas's editing deserves a shout out.
And then I
Lucas
get
himself does not, because Lucas is a troll, but Lucas's editing is good.
I feel like I show
here-
Luke's editing every single time we do a fucking episode of anything, and I say he's the only person who actually does any work here.
last question. Can you guys do the biggest fall from graces in careers, like players who are at the top of a certain team, transfer, then just absolutely ate it? Last question.
Come on, Wilfred Bonny. Score some goals for Swansea and then do nothing in
Alexis
Manchester.
Sanchez.
Yes, that's perfect, Greg.
Yes.
Honestly, yeah. Although he was kind of falling a bit down when he
Yes,
was at
but he
Arsenal.
was great.
I guess you could say
Henrik
same.
Mkhitaryan.
Yeah, Matt, I was thinking the
Shinji
same.
Kagawa.
Yeah.
Mkhitaryan's on a resurgent now. Did you see his goal
Yeah.
today?
Yeah. Who else at Manchester United?
Paul Pogba.
Paul Pogba to an extent, yeah.
Who else at United? I mean, Robin Van Persie, and I mean, he had that high in 2013, and then injuries kind of made him.
Yeah, it's called aging.
Yeah, but I mean, in general, I mean, look at Zlatan.
Yeah, but Zlatan isn't to be compared with the ordinary person. We've already established. this.
Falcao.
Falcao's had a bit of
Yes,
a resurgence though later on.
Nicholas Anelka.
I mean, Nicholas Anelka had more clubs than Tiger Woods.
Oh, oh, look at this man coming out here.
But did he have
Wow.
more hoes?
No.
Probably not.
Like garden hose.
Yeah, sure. That's what I meant.
I mean, I can go to Home Depot and do the same thing. I can just buy a couple.
That's
of
about the
garden hose.
Is
best
there-
you
is
could
there
do,
any-
isn't it?
Is there any
Is there
other
anything?
questions
Yeah.
to ask, Quasi?
No, I
No, you said that was the
I
last
think we're
question.
good there.
think it's good. Yeah. All right, Liam.
I'm gonna wrap this up because it's going down real
Yeah.
quick.
That's what happens when I'm involved. It's
Pretty much,
basically
honestly,
anything.
you got involved. It went bad. If you are still here, we greatly appreciate it. Please make sure you are subscribed on YouTube. Hit like on this video. Comment down below. Get involved with it. Check out the links in the description for our social medias. There's also the link for manscaped.com. Like was said at the very beginning, use code 90th for 20% off plus free shipping on all Manscaped products. Fantastic stuff. Thank you, Manscaped, yet again for sponsoring. But from all of us here at the 90th Minute, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching and listening. This has been yet another week in the beautiful game. We will see you next time.